Honda Motor was founded in 1948. Our company began with 34 people, making engines that were installed on bicycles. From these modest beginnings, Honda has grown to manufacture a wide range of motorcycle, automobile, and power products through diverse corporate activities. Our products and our business have won the lasting respect and affection of customers. We have only been able to achieve this because we, the associates, have contributed pertinent and original thinking that has led to new and creative ideas. The driving force behind Honda's growth originated from our founder's leadership. His legacy is a valuable philosophy that serves as the basis of our daily business activities today and will continue to in the future. In 1955, Honda's 7-year history was published. The book opens with the following comments. Just as each of the 2,500 associates has a different face, each of us has different ideas and ways of thinking. However, all of us share the goal of the President to create products excellent in performance at reasonable prices. Everyone wants to be part of the #1 motorcycle company in the world, manufacturing high-quality products welcomed by society. We would like to record here the history of Honda's growth in anticipation of materialization of our dreams and the grand visions of everyone in the company, from the President to the employees, which would no doubt be realized in the near future. In 1951, Honda's motto was the 3 joys. The joy of producing, the joy of selling, and the joy of buying. In 1954, the Human Resources Policy of Honda was announced. The policy, corporate management through respect for the individual, based on the initiative of each associate, equality, and trust. This policy appealed to all associates who made every effort for the realization of this goal. In 1956, the Honda Company principle and management policies were announced in the company bulletin, Honda Monthly. They described our strong resolve to create the future with our own hands. It was a clear indication of Honda's unique way of thinking and working style, which begins with a presentation of all creative vision of the future. Honda aims to be a vision-driven company with the motto, "Dreams are our starting point."
お前夢のようなことばっかり言って考えているからドリームとつけたらっていう話もあるし、でそれを心に置いておいてうちの若い人たちに話して名前はドリームとつけるのどうだよなって言ったら、それはいいだろうと、夢があることはいいことだと、でそれじゃそれにしようというんでドリームと名をつけている。
私がたまたま本田宗一郎という誰も私が1000人の友達を選べと言われたら一番が本田宗一郎であることはこれにはもちろんでございます。
This diagram illustrates the mission of the company. Respect for the individual, the three joys, and our fundamental beliefs all make up Honda's mission statement. Honda's vision statement is expressed in the Honda Company Principle. Maintaining a global viewpoint, we are dedicated to supplying products of the highest quality, yet at a reasonable price, for worldwide customer satisfaction. Next, Honda's management policies for daily operations are outlined in 5 standard guidelines. Proceed always with ambition and youthfulness. Respect sound theory, develop fresh ideas, and make the most effective use of time. Enjoy your work and encourage open communications. Strive constantly for a harmonious flow of work and be ever mindful of the value of research and endeavor. The history of Honda has been a process of its associates sharing the Honda philosophy through actual work situations. Our fundamental beliefs, the Honda Company Principle and Honda management policies, have formed Honda's corporate cultural characteristics based on the themes free and open-minded, challenging spirit, sincerity and integrity, and co-evolution. What we have mentioned so far are the necessary conditions for being a vision-driven company. The sufficient conditions would depend on the serious efforts we make for translating these principles into actions and for sharing them with all associates, suppliers, shareholders, customers, and society in general. For Honda, which strives to be a company present worldwide, Honda philosophy is the global standard to be shared by all Honda Group corporations around the world. Respect for the individual. Respect for the individual calls on Honda to nurture and promote the following 3 characteristics in our company by respecting individual differences and trusting each other as equal partners. Initiative. Think creatively. Act on your own initiative and judgment. Take responsibility for the result of actions. Equality. Recognize and respect individual differences. Treat one another fairly. Create equal opportunity. Trust. Base international relationships on mutual trust. Provide help to others and accept help ourselves. Make sincere efforts to fulfill our responsibilities. The 3 joys. Because we value each individual, we believe that everyone should share a sense of joy from their experience. The joy of buying. Build customer understanding for the product. Gain customer acceptance for the product. Attain customer satisfaction with the product. Experience the joy of buying products and services. The joy of selling. Enhance the human relationship with our dealers and customers. Provide products and services which exceed customer expectations. Experience pride in representing Honda products and services. The joy of creating. Design, develop, engineer, and manufacture products that exceed our dealers' and customers' expectations. Take pride in our own jobs. The Honda Company Principle. Maintaining a global viewpoint, we are dedicated to supplying products of the highest quality, yet at a reasonable price for worldwide customer satisfaction. Maintaining a global viewpoint. Awareness that Honda products are sold throughout the world. Seek the #1 position in customer satisfaction. Re-examine the quality and standard of our own work broadly. Challenge to solve global scale problems such as environment and resources. We are dedicated. Work together for a common purpose. Imply a sense of trust between associates. Recognize the importance of doing something. To supplying products of the highest quality, yet at a reasonable price. Strive for technological leadership in products and systems. The product gives value for the money. Set a reasonable price matching the products of the highest quality. For worldwide customer satisfaction. Do our best to exceed customer expectations. Be ahead of the times. Have a highly sensitive antenna for customers' desires and needs. Honda management policies. Through challenge, fresh ideas, dreams, a young attitude, teamwork, and a friendly working environment, we will achieve all we set out to accomplish. Proceed always with ambition and youthfulness. Be a company with a dream. Seek the challenge and do not fear failure. Be committed to ideas. Respect sound theory. Develop fresh ideas. Make the most effective use of time. Confirm the soundness of the theory. Be flexible to accept fresh ideas. Our approach? Simplicity, grasping the essence. Concentration, focusing resources and thinking. Speed, rapid implementation. Be ready on time. Enjoy your work and encourage open communications. Take pride in work. Feel a sense of accomplishment. Support the efforts of associates. Foster teamwork and togetherness. Promote two-way communication. Strive constantly for a harmonious flow of work. Maintain a natural and consistent flow of work. Understand our outside and inside customers. Promote efficient and effective operations. Be ever mindful of the value of research and endeavor. Encourage creative dissatisfaction. Carry out the 3 reality principle. Go to the actual place. Know the actual situation. Be realistic. Always make efforts for improving. In the beginning, there is a dream. In March 1954, Honda was the first Japanese team to participate in the national auto race following the Second World War. The entry motorcycle was the Honda Dream. Immediately after this, President Honda announced Honda's entry in the tourist trophy races held on the Isle of Man in Great Britain, which had been called the Motorcycle Olympics. Honda Motor Company Limited must succeed in this difficult task of proving and displaying to the world the true colors of Japanese technology. Our mission is to enlighten all areas of Japanese industry. I hereby confirm my determination and pledge to you to do my best to come up with new ideas in order to enter and win the tourist trophy races. At the time of the announcement, Honda was facing its first major crisis since its foundation. Yet Honda's entry in the races was announced in spite of the difficult circumstances. Some called it just a dream, yet it was a challenge of making a dream come true. This declaration braced up the spirit of the employees, who were thereby spurred on to exert more efforts to improve. In June of the same year, President Honda left for the Isle of Man to see the tourist trophy races. It was the first step in Honda's progress to become an internationally known name. Professor Matao Sanuki of Tokyo University accompanied the president on this trip. President Honda was astonished by the races, which he was seeing for the first time. The level of technology was much higher than he had imagined. Mr. Honda saw the race on the Isle of Man and inspected all the vehicles that were to run in it. As I recall now, I asked the German reporter about the horsepower. I believe the numbers were correct. However, there might be some exaggeration, but anyhow, Mr. Honda said, "They're much stronger than I expected. It's not going to be easy." Honda had succeeded in pushing up the RPM of the Dream E-Type's engine to 7,000, but the foreign motorcycles had been built with engines that were running at 10,000 RPM. How can the gap ever be bridged? President Honda toured competitors' factories to take a closer look at them. We visited German factories and Italian factories. Mr. Honda's comment was very fair. Looking back after seeing the German factories, he said, companies that produce good motorcycles or good products are using good machines. At the Italian factories, he said, "I'm a person of ideas. Italians seem to be selling with their ideas too. I like that. I like the Italians." He returned to Japan with renewed determination. The Japanese can do what our overseas competitors can do. But first, we have to study, study, and study again. Numerous man-hours were consumed in development of a new engine. Meanwhile, motorbike races were becoming more and more popular in Japan. In 1955, the third Fuji mountain climbing race took place, and Dream models won the first, the second, and the fifth prizes. Honda also took part in the Asama race. But it was defeated in the first and second races by Yamaha and Lilac in both the 125cc and 250cc divisions. All Honda motorcycles are based on our original research and development and experience, a precious asset which is ultimately bound to prove its worth. We one day will be the world's #1. Then came the time to prove Honda's potential in the international setting of the tourist trophy races, also called the Motorcycle Olympics. The location of the races was on the Isle of Man, situated between Britain and Ireland. In 1959, the 8-man team with Kawashima as head came to challenge the riders of the world once again. In spite of their previous defeat, all Honda motorcycles ran well, and indeed they obtained the team award, which made competing national teams sit up and take note of this new powerful contender from Japan. It was not all success, however, for the main prize was still not in their hands. In 1960, Honda sent its team to participate in both the 125cc and the 250cc events. Honda did well enough to receive high praise from Reuters news agency, but still not enough to win the championship. It was good for us that we did not win, because it gave us an opportunity to take stock of ourselves for further improvement. These words cheered up the team and encouraged them to push on and win the next championship. In June 1961, a Honda team came to the Isle of Man for the third time. At last, Honda hoisted the Japanese flag at this most famous of international motorcycle competitions. The Honda team set a remarkable record in the two classes they entered and won the championship. The dream came true after 7 years. The British newspaper, the Daily Mirror, reported Honda's machine was discovered to be a fine piece of original, precise engineering. The winning of the race spread the news of the technology and credibility of Honda throughout the world. An action without philosophy is a lethal weapon. Philosophy without action is worthless. Soichiro Honda.